Alright, back out in the garage. This is a project I've been working on off and on for a little while. It's a Generac GP5500 generator. Fuel tank was like rusted up nasty. So I got this tank here off of Minneapolis-Moline that I've been slowly working on making brackets to mount it. We're going to weld some brackets to the, you can see, I kind of see maybe. Oh, piece of 2-inch angle that we drilled for this factory mount bolts. And luckily I got like this wear mark here that gives me kind of a center line on the top of the pipe. I'm going to try and get the edge of the angle right on there. I'm making a piece to go here. That's why I got going on over here. I got to cut it back a little bit more so it fits more center line of the pipe. But yeah, I mean, you know, it's a open frame generator, so it's loud. Nobody wants them in the campground, blah blah blah. Don't really care if I get in a situation where I got to have a generator to run my house, run the camper for an extended period of time. Bigger fuel tank's going to be a plus. And you know, take it to the tractor show. It'd be cool because it had a whole tractor gas tank on there. I did somewhere floating around over in this mess over here somewhere. There is the original tank that is soaking in evapor rust to try and get the rust out. I'm just kind of over it. I'm just going to finish this up because it's more fun, more unique, you know, whatever. I did try to get a wheel kit to go on this thing. Went to Tractor Supply. It's over there. Their Champion, blah blah blah. I got the brackets. Zoom in, zoom in, zoom in. There's brackets right there for axle bolts and stuff. Yeah, the pins for those wheels aren't long enough to go through those brackets, so that didn't work out. Now the heater's going to kick in, it's going to get loud. Anyway, I'll be back. Alright, so I did a little cut and wheel and then some flap wheel surgery on this bracket. And I don't know if you can see, but we're kind of like right down that rust line, top of the mark, whatever deal there. Pretty well about the same on this side. Next big thing will be to get center marks so that we can line things up, get it squared up, or we'll just wing it, whatever. My plan is I'm going to drill probably some 1/4-inch holes here and here, kind of up close, and then we'll put a bolt with a big fender washer just to pinch that down on this side, and then we're bolting down back here factory bolt holes, and then yeah, we'll get a gas cap on it, get a fuel line run to the carburetor, and yeah, anyway, it's kind of late. I've been nursing Mama. She got her second shingles shot, for whatever that's worth, and it's worn her down. She's kind of out of action for the evening, so I've been kind of keeping an eye on her. Say it's late. I think that looks pretty. I'm kind of liking how it looks, and that thing's gonna fire up and make more noise just like that. Anyway, I think I'm going to call this one for the night. I might add on more to it, but I think we're going to call it for the night. I got to drill some holes. Actually, what I need to do is mark where I need the holes so I can pull that bracket off, get the holes drilled in it, and then I can get it all kind of clamped back together, weld it down, or at least weld the angles down to the frame, pull the tank off, and figure out what I can do to get fuel line ran, because I don't have that figured out yet. But and it looks like I might have to do something with the oil pressure sensor switch thing, because it's disconnected. I don't know. Anyhow, goal is we'll get this Generac thing up and going. It'll be loud, but it'll be handy with that bigger tank on there, because I think that's like 7 or 8, 9, 10 gallons, and the factory tank was like 4.5, 5, something like that. So a little bigger, and it looks cooler. Something else I want to do. We did this. We took this generator to Oshkosh, and I made this exhaust extension. I want to do something a little more permanent because I like the idea. There's some stuff down in there. A little more permanent, but I want to put a more muffler on it. Whether put one of the like Briggs and Stratton hot dogs on it or something. I want to see if we can get a little more muffler on there. It's not going to make it that much quieter because it is an open frame. These engines are not designed to be that quiet. There's a lot of valve train noise. I think that's where most of the noise comes from, is valve train. But we'll try and quiet the exhaust down, and I want to shoot it up so if I'm in a situation where I'm in the middle of a bunch of RVs, whatever, I'm not blowing exhaust right into their air conditioner. It's going up and out. So we'll get the tank done, and then we'll look into what we got to do to, it does have a muffler on it, but we're going to, so we need to upgrade the muffler, quiet it down a little bit. I don't know. Probably won't be able to do much with it, but we're going to try because, you know, that's what we do. Just keep trying. Anyhow, I got a bunch of stuff over here to put back so I can get Mama's Jeep put away for the night. Jeep, I got it, or this thing, I gotta get it out of the way. So anyhow, I'll be back. All right, back out in the garage in the generator retanking project. This was the bracket I originally made. Nothing new there. It's tack welded into place. Here on the other end, this is the bracket that I was working on last time. I got it nibbled out, kind of matching this contour. I got a couple washers stacked with a big washer on top of it. I think I'm going to get a bigger one yet because it doesn't catch much of the lip of that, but it's solid. Next big project will be up under here. Fuel for the carburetor inlet is over here. We'll get a fuel line right up here. I think it may end up being two different sizes of fuel line because of getting a fitting to come out of the tank, and then we'll go into probably come out of the tank with a 90 into a shut-off valve, short pit section of hose, and then I don't know if I got any left or not. Oh, those are just one size fits all. There's a smaller filter that's multiple size that will accept multiple sizes of fuel line. I'll probably go with one of those because the line going into the carburetor is pretty small. That just seems like an easy way to neck down from a big line coming out of the tank into a small line in the carburetor. So, but anyway, yeah, and I got it sitting on this little homemade flat cart right now. It's got the brackets and the holes to put a wheel kit on it. Went to that tractor parts store that doesn't sell a lot of tractor parts anymore and got their wheel kit to put on there, and the axle pins are like 1/4 of an inch too short. These brackets are just wide enough that when you put the axle pin through, it's flush on the inside, and there's not enough room to get get the pin in to hold it in place. I was looking online. Hobo Freight does have a kit for the tractor parts place. They sell theirs. It's supposed to be good for up to like a 4,000, 4,500. Just like one size step down generator from this, and it's for their brand, and this is this brand. But the Hobo Freight store, they have one that is their heavy duty kit that is supposed to go up to like 9 kW, or 9 kW size generators. If I get time, I'm gonna try and swing by there and check that out and see if the axles on that will work. If not, it can just live here on this flat cart for now. It's probably only going to get used backup for here at the house if we should lose power here in town, which I've not lost power long enough to worry about, and or at the tractor show as a source of power at our corn shelling demonstration area, so we can set up a tent with fan and whatnot. But yeah, that's where we're at. The next step, like I say, is to get the fuel lines hooked up. You know, I have to get a fuel cap for it, but that's not a huge deal. A fuel cap on it, actually. Maybe get some bigger washers for down here on this end, fuel lines on it, and we'll see what happens. So anyhow, I'll be back. All right, back out in the garage in the old generator project. I made a run to Maynard's earlier. I got some fittings. I got this 1/4" barb to 3/8 pipe fitting here, 3/8 elbow, 3/8 close nipple. That's going to go up under here and go into the bottom of the tank. And then over here I have got this fuel line kit, fuel filter, and somewhere there's a fuel filter in the kit. Yeah, the kit came with the shutoff valve, so we'll get this we'll get a short piece of line between the brass barb and the shutoff valve, and then we'll get the fuel filter between the shutoff valve and the carburetor. And this kit came with a couple of these damn it clamps, and then I bought some regular screw type clamps, and then I also picked up some fender washers because we're just barely catching that. So when we get these on there, we'll be well over that lip, so I'll feel a lot better about how secure that tank is. I mean, it's not, I don't think it's going anywhere. I got a couple good welds bolted down, a couple good welds here and bolted to the tank, so it's not going anywhere, and that's about ready to fire up. So I'm gonna talk louder. I'm gonna get this put on, and then we'll start cutting and figuring out hose lengths and stuff. So anyway, I'll be back. All right, back on generator project. Here's where we're at. So I got that all installed like I wanted to. I wonder if I should twist that on there. I may. Go a little further around. I could put a zip tie and hold that back up out of the way. Anyway, this is where I'm at for right now. We'll see how it goes. Could always, I can't really shorten that much. I don't know. Kind of like it, just I don't know the way it is. It all works. Oh, I didn't. Well, son of a gun. Ah. 1, 2, 3. I got to put another hose clamp on. But that's kind of where we're at. Since I got all that mocked up, kind of the way I like it. That's gonna fire up again. We're gonna get the air cleaner put back on. Maybe we'll put some gas in it and see if it'll go. Oh, I'll be back. All right, generator. So here's where I ended up. I got the air cleaner back on. I got a short line, a carburetor of a filter that is hiding behind the pull start. I do have this bracket here if I should decide to zip tie it, clamp it down, whatever. Up here my shutoff valve. On up into the brass barb fitting, into the elbow, into the short deal. I put a splash of gas in it. Gas is on. Switch is on. It's rolly because, you know. Anyhow, let's see. Choke. Let's see what happens. Just like that. I like it a lot. loud. I'm gonna shut the gas off. Let it run the gas out of the carburetor. Yeah. I'm gonna call that a success. Minnie Generac. I am going to do something, maybe build a more permanent set of wheels for it, because I think it's going to be handy. Place that big capacity tank on there. Anyway, I'll be back.